Peace, peace, peace. What's good? What's good? I want to make a really quick video before I don't and I regret it tomorrow or in a few days when I realize, like, oh man, I wish I would have made a very last video before I left. So, okay, pause, hold on. Okay, I have so many emotions going. Basically, I gotta go to sleep because I'm only gonna get probably like 2 hours of sleep before I have to wake up to go and get to the airport because oh my gosh, because I've reached the end of a journey to begin another journey. I've reached an ending of a journey of massive healing down to the root of my childhood, healing different wounds, releasing different wounds. And it's so beautiful because I've been on a journey since, this journey, I'm sure it's been connected since I can think of when it probably first started. But I know that what really kickstarted this journey was when I was guided to leave Phoenix, and that was 1.5 years ago. And I've been on this journey of going from place to place, and many times it was difficult. It was challenging. It would challenge my emotions. It would challenge me of not understanding why I was led where I was led when it was difficult. But I realized that it was because I truly wanted healing, and I asked for healing for so long, and I was guided into this journey to pack up my bags and pack up all my things in Phoenix, store it. And it's funny because I thought that I was going to do something completely different. I was intending to go travel different areas and go to Bali, and probably I wanted to move to Bali. And it's amazing the way that source rearranged everything, starting with me messing up my hand and needing to surrender. I needed to surrender and let go and remove my resistance. I had been very resistant for a long period in my life. Very resistant, and I see that now. I can realize that now, and I needed to let go. And sometimes when we're not letting go of things that are meant for us to let go of, source needs to step in and rearrange it for us. And in that way, it was source stepping in, because source knew that I wasn't going to drop my plans unless I just had no other choice. So source stepped in and messed up my hand. And that led me to this journey that I've been on for 1.5 years now. And it's beautiful because source took me around this entire time. It took me around everywhere I needed to go, where I had roots buried beneath the surface of things that were tied to my childhood that I hadn't let go of, things that I blocked, things that I pushed away, so many things that I was avoiding. I wanted to heal, but I was avoiding it. And Source knew exactly what I needed. Source knew exactly who I also needed to encounter, so that I could do some real, true inner healing. And it's amazing because I really feel a huge shift happening right now in my life, because I decided to do the work. I chose to do the work. I chose to let go of the reins and just surrender to where Source was leading me. And I released the control over my life, and I allowed myself to just be free with it and be guided. And I'm gonna go back to what I was saying of, I thought that I was gonna be moving to Bali, which one day I probably do want to go move to Bali. I want to go for sure. Live there, yeah, I'd love to. However, I would have never known, I would have never imagined that Source was guiding me here to Mexico, not only to heal with my dad and share this time that was lost came into my mind, but I resisted it immediately. It's not time that was lost, but it was time that we didn't have together. So many years that we didn't see each other, that we didn't talk. And it's like I was guided here from Mexico for that. And Source also had another thing for me too, a little surprise. And on top of all of that, one of my biggest surprises was for me to be guided to live in Tulum. Tomorrow, I have my home waiting for me. I have my friend waiting to go and pick me up at the airport. I am going to live in Tulum. I don't know why that makes me so emotional. It's like everything that I've always dreamed of, I'm getting it. I've always wanted to live in a jungle. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna live in a jungle. I want it to be so close to nature, and it's all just so beautiful. A jungle next to the ocean. It's like everything I could have ever imagined for my life. Source has aligned everything for me, where I'm even a Mexican citizen and I'm not gonna have any problems with the immigration like I have already. Even that was a part of it, because after that happened with immigration where I got held, it pushed me forward to continue to be more serious about getting my dual citizenship. It's funny because I had already been talking to my dad before I left deeper into Mexico. Before I went traveling around Mexico, I had already been talking to my dad about getting my dual citizenship. And then that happened with the immigration, and in there they guided me to exactly what it is that I needed to do without having to use a lawyer. And it pushed my dad also in finding out more information. He found out so many things for me and helped me so much in so many ways to get that. That was all a part of it, because even at that point, I didn't know I was gonna go back to Tulum and live, create a life there. And it's just amazing how everything works out for us when we choose to trust. And even if it's difficult, if it's difficult having people in your head who live a different way or live a certain way and believe differently, it can be challenging to keep forward, to keep going on what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you're being guided to do. I've had so many people, and it's not important. It's just a matter of showing the strength of You know, you're gonna have people who doubt you. You're gonna have people who question you. You're gonna have people who are there to try to distract you. But if you keep going forward and if you keep following what you're feeling, oh my God, I feel like that's when life starts to really become true life of what it should be. Becomes so much more exciting, so much more fulfilling, and just so peaceful. I was saying the other day on one of my posts that, you know, at some point I thought I had peace. I thought I was at peace within myself. But then there'd be many times where I would just have, it's like I'd be good with around people, and yeah, they could feel my peace. But then around, like within closed doors, I'd feel sad. I'd feel empty. I'd feel alone, or I just felt something within me unbalanced, where it was disturbing my peace. Yet many times you asked me back then, and it's like, yeah, I was at peace. I would say I was at peace. But the thing is that now, feeling what I'm feeling now, experiencing what I've experienced now, and tuning into myself and how I feel, asking myself how I feel, man, it's true peace. Like, now I know what it is to feel true peace, where you're not trying to convince yourself you're at peace. Back then I was convincing myself. I was trying to convince myself. I was, in a sense, even trying to convince others that I was at peace, knowing damn well I wasn't. Knowing very well that I had so many things within me that were still just disturbing me and my peace. So, I guess, I don't know what the message is for you. However, I just know that when you decide to let go of control over your life, to trust, to first of all even realize that you have an inner guidance system. I mean, I feel like that's a really big beginning point, to realize that we all each have an inner guidance system. We have a compass within us, and it's constantly guiding us. It's constantly guiding us. Every single moment is guiding us. Every single decision is guiding us, and it's trying to lead us into the timeline that we signed up for to come and experience here on earth. It's constantly guiding us. And I know that from my own experience, when you decide to block out the noise from the outside and really allow yourself to be led, allow yourself to be guided, and trust in where you're being guided, even when it doesn't make sense, you'll realize all those times that you felt alone and you were physically alone, but yet you were still being heard. You were still being felt. You'll realize through life where it guides you, how it guides you into things that nobody would have known that you asked for, or that you were intending to create in your life, but you, because you were alone in that time. Yet Source is always there to remind us and to show us that we're never alone. We're never alone. Oh, I know I've had so many times where I thought I was alone. I thought I was alone. And Source is always there to show us that we're not. Source is always there waiting to show us, for us to receive it, for us to receive that clear message of it, reminding us of it, showing us that, hey, I'm right here with you. I'm here within you. I can't be apart from you. I can't be separate from you. It's always guiding us. It's always protecting us. I always remind myself that Source knows exactly how this person feels. Source is within this person, and that's why it helps me also feel more comfortable with others, knowing that Source is within us. I can't say Source is within us all. That's something that I had to realize later on. But it really brings comfort to know that no matter where you are, no matter where you go, no matter what happens, no matter how alone you may think you feel, Source is always there within everything, 555. So, this is my last video here with my dad in Nuevo Casas Grandes. I'm off to my new journey tomorrow. I quite literally feel like I'm literally shifting realities, and I think that's why I also feel I've been feeling everything so deep, because I feel the shift. It's kind of like I'm picturing like a video game, and when you finally pass that level and you win an achievement to be able to go into another level. I feel like that's me right now, and maybe you're about to too. Maybe it's meant for you to step into a higher version of yourself, where you allow yourself to be led by the spiritual forces that exist way more profoundly than anything physical. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's such a peaceful feeling alone to know that you are not alone. To really know that you aren't alone, and can never be alone, no matter how much you try. You just can't. It's inevitable. So, before this becomes more of a crying session, I probably just want to leave this in gratitude and appreciation, and just such a thankful and grateful feeling. And also for you, for receiving me and all my vulnerable self. Stay tuned for the next part of this journey, this new part of journey that I am literally about to turn the page on tomorrow. Or not even tomorrow, it's already tomorrow, like in an hour and a half. I don't know. Let's see how long I sleep, but I'm gonna put some frequencies on and I'm gonna sleep good. I'm gonna sleep really good. So, much love, much peace. Till next time on The Love Solution. where love is the root of our existence. Peace.